Hey there, Patriots. It's True Outlaw Patriot here, bringing you a good one. Um, it seems that the American Association of Libraries is, how can I say, they've been compromised. Let's put it that way. And once again, the culprits, I would have to say the LGBTQ community, people that don't believe in God. If I had to guess, the government. And I say that because it seems like there was supposed to be a book reading with Kirk Cameron and Riley Gaines out in Huntsville, Alabama, I believe, in a library, a public library, out of all places, a public library that, you know, the government allocates taxpayer money to keep all the libraries around the country going, unless it's a private one, a small one, community one. But and it's caught on tape. Once again, you know, the vicious, evil leftists, once again, caught on tape, telling them that they're not welcome. But supposedly, they do drag queen story hour in the libraries, and that's okay. But speaking about God, Christianity, that's not okay. I'll let you listen to this news clipping, and then I'll put my 2 cents in. Here we go.
We've got actor, producer, and author Kirk Cameron just wants communities to be able to host pro-faith, pro-family story hours on August 5th.
We are on a mission to not only take back 1 hour at a few libraries, but to redeem every minute of every day in every home, library, and every school. We want to spark a genuine, faith-filled revival.
But not if the American Library Association has its way. Cameron's book publisher, Brave Books, found a video where the ALA gives tips to libraries on how to block Cameron's See You at the Library event. Here's a snippet.
Right now, Brave Books and Kirk Cameron are conducting a campaign to take over libraries on August 5th by applying to use encouraging individuals to apply to use library meeting rooms for Kirk Cameron story hours. So let's look at how you can use that public forum doctrine to construct policies and procedures that will help you keep control of the library yourself.
Kirk Cameron will not be deterred, and
this whole agenda every single day is turning more wicked and wicked. And people better start opening up their eyes, and not the people that know what's going on, the people that are causing this, the ones that are stopping freedom of speech, the ones that are stopping freedom of religion expression, the ones that are stopping good people from speaking out. And it doesn't surprise me, the overreach and the blatant push and pushback under a democratic regime, because when Obama was president, it was the same thing. But this is definitely like Obama 2.0. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. It truly is. But let's go.
He is in focus now. Kirk, he's a friend of mine, also a co-author. We're both authors for Brave Books, and we have done book readings together as well. First of all, keep you out of the library. They're trying to keep your positive, conservative Christian message out of the library. Not you, but they're inviting drag queens to read stories to children. That's okay.
Yeah, that's exactly right. This is open intolerance for religious beliefs, and these are good families. This isn't just me. They're conspiring to deny access to people of faith all across the country to go to their own publicly funded community libraries to read books to their kids. You know, it screams the height of hypocrisy when those who scream the loudest about book banning are themselves the most intent on book banning, i.e., books about faith and virtue and what is true and beautiful and right. And what's stunning here, Julie, is that this isn't just a few woke libraries across the country. This is the American Library Association, the government agency that is funded by $250 million, teaching libraries how to break the law and deny access to their own community members.
Right.
There you go. $250 million. You know, I remember listening to Trump on some of his last rallies saying that when he's reelected, and he will be, so don't get it twisted, people. Don't get it twisted. Okay? Your 3-4 years of leftist communism, it's gonna all come crashing down come next year. And don't be surprised if there'll ever be another crooked ass Democrat in the White House for a very long time. Because more and more people on the left are waking up. More and more people on the left that do believe in God are understanding and realizing, wait a minute, I'm not going to put anything before my faith. And that's why so many are leaving. But Trump said that he would not fund any college, any school that gets taxpayer money that's going to be teaching critical race theory, transgenderism, all that nonsense. So don't be surprised if he cuts funding for the public libraries, which, by the way, it really won't hurt anybody, because it's not like people are flocking by the millions to the libraries, especially now with the way the trans community, or a portion of it, because I know a lot of gay people that are totally against all this fucking nonsense that's going on. So if that's what Trump did, it would be justified. It really would. But let's continue.
Right,
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, let's talk about it, because it is. It's an infringement on our laws. And you and First Liberty Institute are now sending a letter. That letter's being sent today as we speak to the Institute of Library Services, requesting for an open investigation into whether the American Library Association has violated federal law protecting religious liberty and failed to comply with the assurances of non-discrimination required as a federal grant. Back in March, we've got some pictures of you and I. We tried to get in the New York Public Library. We tried to get into any New York Public Library. We weren't allowed. So what did we do, Kirk? We did our reading outside. And
you see, and there you go. They were denied. They were denied. And why? Would they have done that to the Muslim community? No. Of course not. Would they have done that to the Jewish community? No. Of course not. The Hindu community? No. Any other religion? Well, I mean, damn, they wouldn't even do it to the Satanists. But when it comes to the Christians, they get attacked. But let me give you people a little bit of advice. Whoever's listening that's probably going to hate this video. In the Bible, okay, it says that people will be persecuted. Okay? People will be persecuted because of God. So whoever, any of you out there that watch this video that say you don't believe in God, or that you think the Bible's a fairy tale, something that was written, even if it was written 10 years ago, look at the persecution now that they have against Christians. Wake up. Because when God comes and his righteous right hand comes down, all the fucking makeup and drag shows and all the crooked criminals and whatever you think is going to save you will not be strong enough for his wrath. And I don't wish it on anybody. If anything, like I've always said before, human life is precious. I don't want to see anybody go down into the pit. I believe that people can change. But people like this that are stopping Christians from talking, from reading to children, but yet you let adults who pretend to be the opposite sex read filth to children, sexual filth to children. You think that's okay? You're all mistaken. But let's continue.
And we had a large gathering, but certainly not nearly as large as we would have had we had a proper space indoors. What was the excuse they gave us? Why don't you tell people?
Yeah, well, they said that, libraries are filled up, and then finally at the last minute, they said, well, we do have a space for you at this little tiny library on the other side of a train track in a part of town where really nobody wanted to go. And so they thought they could just sort of shove us in a corner, put us at the back of the bus, and that would suffice. Well, obviously, it's not. This is internal dealings at a much higher level that are looking to openly suppress people of faith. But here's the good news, Julie. In the vernacular of Lord of the Rings, the message has gotten back to the Shire, and all the hobbits are gathering for the great battle against the orcs on August 5th at See You at the Library. Libraries across the nation are going to be filled with parents who want to read books to their kids. Your book, my book, any book of virtue. So if you want to join this army of hobbits and battle the orcs at the ALA, go to bravebooks.com and check on the tab, See You at the Library.
Yep. Yeah, and my book is about perseverance. Yours is about faith. Oh, gee, that's really offensive. Instilling morals and values in our children. That's what every parent should want. Remember how grateful the parents were to us, coming up and thanking us for doing it. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you, Kurt, for continuing to push the fight. And I love that we get to work together and we become friends through all of this. You're awesome. Bravebooks.com is where you can find out not just August 5th, that reading, but then Kirk goes all across the country and tells wholesome stories so you can find out which library he'll be at next. Bravebooks.com. Kirk, love ya.
And there you go. It's filth. It's total filth. And like I said, I feel so sorry for the people that are for this, that are into this, and for the ones that are listening to higher powers, higher people in government. You know, they say go after the people on the right, go after the Christians. You know, you have no idea how many people on the right, how many Christians have fought and died for the freedoms of people in this country through war, you know, just through war alone, so that you can have your leftist freedoms, your gay freedoms. You know, there was a woman right now in Haiti, her and her daughter, who were kidnapped over a week ago and have not been heard from since, because they were out there, okay, trying to help the people. Okay? All you people on the left talk about tolerance, but yet you do nothing to help anybody outside your own little community. Yet you call yourself loving and peaceful and tolerant, but yet you shut everybody down. Every word, everybody's idea, every word, and you want them to think like you. Call me by this pronoun. You need to hire me because of this. You can't say this because it's offensive and it hurts my ears. It puts my tiny little pink panties in a bunch. You know, I believe in God with all my heart. I battle with a lot every day, just like everybody else. Nobody's special. Nobody's perfect. There's a lot of people that are tolerant, that won't say nothing, won't fight back. God gave me a warrior spirit. I have no hair on my tongue. I'll say what I have to say. You know why? Not to offend you. I'm not going to stop you in the middle of the street and say something that offend you. But when you attack, okay, there's no chains to hold it back. That's when I'm going to come out. You offend me first, I will offend you second. And you will lose. And I say that because I believe that more people, and they are more people standing up and pushing back against this. Because people on the left, you can't just go out and mind your business and do what it is you need to do. No, you want to have your way while breaking down the other side. Because you think that your world is the world that matters. But yet in your world, if you had your way, your world wouldn't last long. Because you're too busy cutting off little boys' penises and cutting off little girls' breasts so you can't reproduce. And I'm sorry, I'm saying that as harsh as possible. So where do you think your reproduction to keep your agenda is going to keep coming from? While you're sexualizing children, you stay quiet about all the children that have gone missing. You attack people that just want freedoms. You spit and burn on the American flag. You try to travel around the world telling other countries they need to bend the knee to your ideology. And yet all you get is more pushback and pushback and pushback. And now you want to take it to another level and stop people from reading books to their kids when you was all fucking upset, okay, when Ron DeSantis passed that bill in Florida about certain books that should have been taken, that will be taken out of schools and places where young kids can't reach them. But yet here's a leftist organization run by the government. You heard it, run by the government. $250 million a year. And they want to shut it down. Talk about the fucking hypocrisy. Talk about the hypocrisy. It's disgusting. But you people on the left are losing more and more. And I hope that Kirk Cameron's lawyers, when they send the letter to whoever it is they have to send it to, I hope they sue the living shit out of them so it'll reach the government and it'll reach the Supreme Court. Because the ones that make the law of the land, you're outnumbered 6-3. Remember that. You're outnumbered. 6 good guys to 3, I'll say 50-50 other people, because sometimes they'll vote 9-0. So I'll give them that much. And to anybody on the right that's listening, like I said in my other video, every single time a teacher, without your consent, pushes any kind of transgender ideology on your child, look up the laws in your states, in your counties, okay? And press charges for whatever child endangerment, child sexual endangerment, whatever it is that will make it stick. Legally. If that's what it's going to take to start pushing back, I encourage people to start suing, because the left has no problem suing. Shit, they just gave some rioters in New York, I believe it was Antifa, whatever, they just awarded them, what, $3 million for whatever damn reason. But they've caused hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars in damages, countrywide in different states. Obama had a regime. Trump was putting everything back in place little by little. And now this is the Biden regime. The Democrats are truly a fascist, communist regime. And not all, because even every regime has their little group of people that are not for it. They want peace. So I'll even give it 80% of people on the left are part of a regime, but yet they say people on the right are a cult. We'll see in the end who the real cult is. And I feel sorry for all of you that keep up with this nonsense. Well, like I said, I believe that people can change. And I pray for you. Because it's not right what you're doing. It's not. This is True Outlaw Patriot. Please comment, like, and subscribe. You can follow me on Rumble under True Outlaw Patriot. Bring up the algorithm. And I'll keep trying to put out more content. Trying to be as fair as possible. Again, stay vigilant. Keep praying. And keep praying for each other. Peace.